Super Smash Bros. Is one of my favorite game series of all time. I spent hours upon hours playing Super Smash Bros. Brawl, and I would have done the same with Melee, if only the disc wasn't scratched. So as you can see, I was pretty excited to get my hands on Super Smash Bros. For the 3DS. While the Wii U version was high on my priority list, this version I knew was going to be sweet. So did it meet my expectations? Well, it's time to find out. This game has tons of new characters. Now this is to be expected from a new Smash Bros. Game, but the thing about this one is that each newcomer plays uniquely from the rest of the bunch. For example, Mega Man only has projectile-based attacks, so he isn't very good at close-up fighting. However, when you're on a large stage and need to do some long-distance fighting, Mega Man is a force to be reckoned with. Another special unique character is Rosalina. She's one of the game's most unique characters, as she and her special Luma both work as separate fighters. So this is great, and to add to the overall greatness, there are now customizable moves. You heard me right, customizable moves. So this seems awesome, but there is a major catch. The fact is that it takes so many hours upon hours upon hours upon hours upon hours upon hours to unlock them all. Now this doesn't seem as big of a problem, but it is one, so I must keep that in mind. But now on to the heart of the Super Smash Bros. Series, battling aspect. I am glad to say the main fighting in this game is as good as it has ever been. The unique characters, stages, and items all work hard to keep the game fresh and replayable for days on end. Another great thing about the game is that the characters and movesets feel more balanced. I think Namco Bandai is the one to thank for this. Namco is known for making high-quality fighting games with great balance to them, so with Namco on board, I knew this was not going to be an overpowered character game like Meta Knight in Brawl and Falco and Fox and Melee and stuff like that. But the only real problem with core battling was the controller itself, yeah. So I thought Smash Bros. Was going to be awesome on the handheld system, but kind of wrong about that. Now listen, I love playing this game on a handheld, but the screen just seems too small. And to add insult to injury, I have the original 3DS, not the XL, so it's worse for me than it is for a majority of others. But, and I feel the 3D in this game is also really cool, but because of the small screen, it does get tiring on the eyes faster than pretty much any other 3DS title I've played, and I've never felt anything. I always have the slider up because that's just to fully immerse me within the great world of Nintendo titles, but no, the 3D and the small screen still aren't the main problems with the fact this is handheld. And the main problem is after playing for several hours, I realized the controls are less than ideal. The circle pad seems cool at first, but with time you start to feel the clunkiness of it as a controller, and it lacks the feeling of an analog stick. You can move side to side and dodge attacks and choose projectiles to shoot. The buttons, they're known to cause hand cramps on this title, and I can't see where people can have this issue. Super Smash Bros. Doesn't necessarily feel like it was meant to be played with this controller at times, but isn't the worst way they could have made you control the battling of Smash Bros. Apart from the core gameplay, there is also great extra modes for this title. My personal favorite is Classic Mode. It is called that for a reason. It is a classic, taking the great ideas from the past Smash Brothers and blending into one of the great experiences that is better than any marathon battle type mode we have ever seen. Probably the main reason I like this so much is how quick it takes to play the mode. It only takes a few minutes, yet it feels much longer and deeper when fighting some very tough opponents. Waging monies on battles is a ton of fun, and team battles are great, but the real star of the show is the brawl against the main villains of the series, Master Hand and Crazy Hand. If you beat this mode on a really high level, you'll get to face not just Master Hand and Crazy Hand, but a giant monster made out of pure darkness. So as you can see, this mode is great, but did you know that it's actually one of my favorite modes in the Smash series ever? Yeah, I can't get enough of this mode. 75% of my time has been playing this mode, trying many different characters on this mode, playing against the many mascots of Nintendo to beat the Master Core, and boy does that final boss put a heck of a fight up. The biggest new mode is introduced is Smash Run. This is basically what happened when Sakurai needed a way to recycle all the enemies with Subspace Emissary 2, while still coming up with a fun mode. By the way, I don't think a Subspace Emissary 2 was originally put onto the 3DS, but that's my analogy because it feels like just taking all the elements And I emphasize on the word recycling here as the mode, that's what it feels like. I feel like it's a rushed product that recycles elements of not just past Smash games, but other Nintendo games as well. There's a mode similar to this on Kirby's Air Ride, but it was done 100 times better than here. I found this mode really annoying and confusing at first, and the anti-climax of a final battle against your rivals can just, I don't know, ruined all that you worked for. Like, I mean, you mess up a little bit, they beat you. It's kind of annoying. I'm still glad they added this mode, though, because it's another credit for this game. And even though it is not the best, it's like a cool addition, like I said. For those who like want a kind of an adventure mode type experience. I don't really consider it one, but it does an alright job with it. Super Smash Bros. 3DS is an excellent game that should be picked up if you have a 3DS. It doesn't quite make up for the hype that it had going for it, but now we must look forward to the real deal, the Wii U version. I believe it will be bigger, better, and smashier, that's a word, than any of its predecessors. So just before I give the rating, I have prepared a list of things I want for the next game. A better story mode. It doesn't have to be a full cutscenes, but a better motive to go on the adventure would be a bit nice. Downloadable content, a better online, a Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze stage, more bosses in the levels, I thought that was cool, and a stage that goes through all the years of Nintendo's progress, starting with some 8-bit areas, and then going on to the grand Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze and Super Mario 3D World, the grand scale of things that they've been able to do on this Wii U system. That'd be awesome. So overall, on our little rating scale thing, I'd probably give this game a star rating. Thanks for watching the video, and stay tuned for more on Smash Bros. 3DS, Wii U, and all kinds of other games. Bye!